Hi, we will study today the human respiratory system, part 1. Why does any living organism respire? Any living organism respires to get oxygen, which is necessary to burn the digested food to get the needed energy for all the body activities. Respiration process. Respiration process is a biochemical process in which the cells of an organism obtain energy by combining oxygen and glucose, resulting in the release of carbon dioxide, water, and ATP, the currency of energy in cells. The structure of the respiratory system. We will study today the human respiratory system, part 1. Let's study the structure and function of each organ of the respiratory system. First, the nose. The nose is the first organ of the respiratory system through which the air enters the body. Function of the nose. The nose is lined with a mucus layer and hair to filter the air from dust and microbes before entering the two lungs. Also, it is lined with blood capillaries, tiny blood vessels, to warm the air before entering the two lungs. So we should breathe through the nose and not through the mouth. Here is the nasal cavity, where the air enters the body, then pass to the pharynx, then to the trachea, then to the lungs. We will study today the human respiratory system, part 1. Here is the pharynx, which is a common cavity leading to either the esophagus or the trachea to the lungs. When we are swallowing food, there is an organ called epiglottis that closes the airway that leads to lungs, so the food swallowing pass to the esophagus and to the stomach, and not to the trachea. Trachea. It is a tube supported with incomplete cartilaginous rings. At its top there are larynx or voice box and epiglottis. We such mentioned it. Function of epiglottis. It closes the larynx or trachea during swallowing to prevent food from entering the trachea. Here the epiglottis again. Here is the nasal cavity, where the air enters the body, then pass to the pharynx, then to the trachea, then to the lung. Function of the trachea. It has incomplete cartilaginous rings to keep it open all the time, to keep it permanently open, so we can breathe all the time. It is lined with cilia. These cilia helps in ejecting up the strange objects that may. First, the nose. The nose is the first organ of the respiratory system through which the air enters the body. These alveoli have thin walls and are surrounded by a network of blood capillaries, where the exchange of gases occurs. Function of the two lungs. Gas exchange takes place in them, especially in the alveoli. The diaphragm. It is a muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. The diaphragm has an important role in the respiration process, inhalation and exhalation processes. To be continued. Thank you.